So you might have heard that AS Bryden has bought out a chunk of shares in CPJ. But why did they do it, and are they going to seek a majority stake? And what does it mean for you as an investor? I'm Kalila Reynolds, founder and CEO of Money Media, Money Made Simple. So AS Bryden, which is a subsidiary of Seprod, is now the largest shareholder in Caribbean producers Jamaica, CPJ. CPJ is a premium food and beverage distributor. They mostly service hotels and resorts, but they also have CPJ Market, where you can buy all of these premium products. Now let me move over to the whiteboard. All right, so follow me here. This pie represents CPJ, and we have about 44% of the company that was recently sold. So all of this is CPJ. Both sides are CPJ. We have about 20% of the company that was owned by Mayberry Jamaican Equities. We have another percentage owned by co-founder Mark Hart. I'm not sure how much in total Mark actually owns. We also know that a portion of this is owned publicly listed on the stock exchange. So AS Bryden has come in and taken over this share right here. So now Mayberry has exited and sold to AS Bryden, and Mark Hart, through his holding companies, has also sold to AS Bryden. So now we have AS Bryden, which is big in the Eastern Caribbean, including Trinidad, Barbados, and Guyana, now owning a piece of this Jamaican company, which is big in Jamaica and St. Lucia, which gives AS Bryden exposure to these other markets. So now we can erase Mark, although he's not fully erased because he's still one of the directors of the company. And certainly we can erase Mayberry. And now this is the portion that AS Bryden owns. It's 44%, so the graph is not exactly equal, but AS Bryden now owns a significant part of CPJ. And then now on top of that, we have AS Bryden being owned by Seprod, which is a Jamaican company. So Seprod purchased AS Bryden last year. So whatever AS Bryden owns, which is CPJ, among other things, Seprod also owns. So Seprod is now the parent company, AS Bryden, CPJ, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. We've had Mark Hart on Taking Stock a couple of times. Remember, in 2021, CPJ was the #1 performing stock on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. It grew 5x in value that year. Anyway, Hart will be stepping down as interim CEO. He'll be replaced by Nicholas Hospedales, who is the director of Food and Grocery Division at AS Bryden. Seprod CEO Richard Pandoy will become the new chairman of CPJ, and co-founder and co-chairman Tom Tyler will be his deputy. Tyler, Hart, and Hart's wife Candice will all remain CPJ directors. Now, this is a big move for CPJ, AS Bryden, and Seprod. As I mentioned before, AS Bryden has a major presence in Trinidad, Barbados, and Guyana. Acquiring CPJ gives them a proper entry into Jamaica and St. Lucia with a company that already has a built-out clientele and growth strategy. The last time Mark Hart was on Taking Stock, he told us that CPJ was tapping into the short-term rental market to provide supplies to them. They also opened a third CPJ Market location in the ever-growing Drax Hall. They broke the news on our show. Plus, with over 6,000 additional hotel rooms expected in Jamaica over the next few years, their core business still looks promising. And for CPJ, this is a massive deal because they expanded from just 2 territories, Jamaica and St. Lucia, to 5 with AS Bryden, including Guyana, whose economy is skyrocketing thanks to oil production. Seprod, on the other hand, has a 54% stake in AS Bryden, so what's good for them is good for Seprod. All 3 companies are listed on the JSE, so you have the opportunity to invest in them and make some money. CPJ is currently in the $10 range following the news of the acquisition. Bryden closed trading on July 15 at $40.43, which is up 22% since the start of the year. And Seprod closed July 15 at $79. One of Bryden's directors, Nicholas Scott, said that they intend to buy more CPJ shares to to ultimately gain control of the company. So if you're a CPJ investor, be on the lookout for an announcement from the JSE. And also congratulations to Mark Hart, who's now living the entrepreneur's dream. Build a company and grow it to the point where someone else wants to buy it from you. Then collect a pretty change and retire with your riches or move on to the next project. And that's the bottom line. So what do you think? Are you going to be investing in any of these companies? Let me know in the comments. Download my free money dictionary to learn more investment terms. The link is up here and in the description. Let's get this money.
Let's get this money.